The Dodgers have stumbled onto something remarkable this season, something that isn't obvious at first glance because it doesn't come from someone wearing their uniform right now. It's not the rookie sensation lighting up the scoreboard, and it's not the veteran pitcher commanding attention on the mound. It's a player who, technically, isn't even a Dodger anymore. He's a free agent, someone who has walked away from the day-to-day grind of the team, but somehow manages to make an impact that feels almost magical. That player is J.D. Martinez. Now, before anyone raises an eyebrow, let me clarify. This isn't some coincidence. Martinez has a history with Mookie Betts that goes way back to Boston. They were teammates, yes, but more than that, they were genuine friends. You could see in how they connected on and off the field, how their conversations weren't just about batting averages or stolen bases, but about approach, mindset, and supporting each other in moments that actually matter. And this season, when Mookie found himself in the deepest slump of his career, that friendship turned into a lifeline. Mookie, by any measure, was struggling like never before. His swing was off, his confidence shaken, and his numbers reflected a player who had lost the rhythm that once made him one of the most feared hitters in the league. In July, he hit just 205, a figure that had fans, analysts, and even teammates asking if he could recover. But Martinez didn't hesitate. He flew to Miami to spend time with Mookie, working with him, talking through mechanics, timing, mental approach, everything. It was not a casual gesture. It was precise, intentional, and transformative. And the results were immediate. Mookie's slump, which had stretched over an incredible 0-for-22 slide and included the worst 5-game hitless streak of his career, started to unravel the moment Martinez stepped in. By August, Betts was hitting 288, and his confidence was visibly restored. His bat stayed hot through the following weeks, climbing to a 312 average in the current month. Those are not just numbers. They're a statement about what can happen when experience, friendship, and focused support intersect in a critical moment of the season. There's something poetic about a player who is technically not part of the team becoming an unspoken secret weapon. Martinez isn't in uniform. He doesn't step into the batter's box for the Dodgers, but his presence as a consultant of sorts has had real, tangible effects on their lineup. And it begs the question, could the Dodgers actually benefit from leveraging him in this role officially, especially as the postseason approaches? A hitting consultant, a mentor for key players during high-pressure stretches, someone who knows the game, the pitcher, the batter, and the mental game inside and out. Martinez seems to check all the boxes. It's also fascinating to think about how small interventions can yield massive results. Take Mookie's new glasses, for instance. Adjustments that seem minor, almost trivial, like a change in vision or stance, suddenly unlock potential. That's the kind of meticulous attention to detail that a player like Martinez can bring. And the Dodgers are no strangers to this philosophy. They embrace any edge, any marginal gain that might swing a game, a series, or a championship in their favor. So having Martinez step in, even informally, fits perfectly within their mindset. It's about finding every possible advantage, no matter how unconventional it might appear. And let's not overlook the psychological impact. Baseball is a sport of streaks, momentum, and confidence. A slump isn't just about mechanics. It's about belief, timing, and the invisible pressure that accumulates with each hitless at-bat. For Mookie, working with someone like Martinez was more than physical adjustment. It was mental recalibration. It reminded him that he knows how to hit, that he belongs at the plate, and that he can deliver under pressure. That mental reset, combined with the technical tweaks, allowed him to come back stronger than ever. Meanwhile, Martinez himself is still in peak shape mentally. He isn't ready to retire. He still wants to play, he still dreams about stepping up as a designated hitter next season, and he still carries the competitive fire that made him a star in the first place. Yet here he is, voluntarily stepping aside from personal accolades to help a teammate, a friend, and, indirectly, a team in the thick of a championship chase. That willingness to invest in someone else's success, without any formal obligation, speaks volumes about his character and, surprisingly, about his value to the Dodgers in ways that go beyond the field. The timing couldn't be better. The Dodgers are eyeing another deep postseason run, defending a World Series title, and every small edge counts. And if Martinez's involvement can elevate a star player, stabilize a lineup, or even inspire confidence through subtle mentorship, the payoff could be enormous. It's a reminder that baseball, for all its stats, metrics, and analytics, is ultimately a game about people, relationships, and those intangible sparks that change the course of a season. Look at the numbers since Mookie re-emerged from his slump. 6 home runs, 20 runs batted in just in the current month. Numbers that reflect not only talent, but timing, opportunity, and the right mindset. Those numbers aren't coincidental. They're the direct result of preparation, insight, and a friend who believes enough to intervene when it matters most. That's what makes Martinez such a unique asset. Not on a roster, not in uniform, but absolutely essential in shaping the outcome of games and potentially a postseason campaign. And as the Dodgers approach the final stretch of the regular season, the magic number looms large. They need 3 more wins to clinch the division, and every game, every at-bat, every moment counts. It's precisely in moments like these that unconventional strategies, like calling a Martinez for hitting sessions or relying on these small yet impactful interventions, make all the difference. Because in baseball, momentum is fragile. Confidence is everything, and a single spark can set off a chain reaction that carries a team through adversity. The brilliance of it all is how seamless it looks on the surface. Fans see Mookie back in form. They see the Dodgers hitting, and they don't necessarily realize the intricate web of preparation, mentorship, and personal support happening behind the scenes. That's the beauty of this story. Success is visible, but the work behind it, the connections, the subtle influences, are almost invisible to the untrained eye. And that's exactly why having someone like J.D. Martinez, even unofficially, could be considered a secret weapon. Because in sports, the difference between winning and losing often comes from these unseen moments. Even as the postseason approaches, the conversation continues. Could Martinez serve as a formal consultant? Could his insight and experience be used strategically to guide hitters, advise on approach, and provide that extra boost in high-pressure situations? The idea is not far-fetched at all. In fact, given the results seen so far, it feels almost inevitable that teams, especially ones like the Dodgers who are committed to every marginal gain, would explore such a path. It's not just about who's on the roster. It's about who can influence performance, who can unlock potential, and who can make a difference when the stakes are highest. And this isn't even theoretical. We've already seen it happen. When Martinez flew out to Florida earlier in the season to work with Mookie, the turnaround was immediate. Confidence restored, swing fixed, stats rebounding. It's a template for success. And now, as the playoffs draw nearer, replicating that success seems logical. Mookie knows it, the team knows it, and if Martinez is willing, it could be a game changer. Baseball is a game of streaks, and if there's a streak worth repeating, this is it. With the regular season winding down, the Dodgers are entering a phase where every decision, every at-bat, and every pitch carries monumental weight. Their magic number sits at 3, which means just 3 more wins, whether earned on the field or aided by a slip from a division rival, and the team secures the division crown. It's a tantalizingly close finish, yet the pressure is palpable. Every swing Mookie takes, every hit Cody Bellinger manages, every strikeout Corey Seager avoids or succumbs to becomes a thread in the tapestry of the Dodgers' postseason fate. And this is where strategy, preparation, and subtle advantages matter more than ever. Pitching is one of those critical factors. Shohei Ohtani on the mound represents a massive challenge for any team, and the Dodgers are acutely aware of that. Even if his pitch count is modest, even if he's in top form, the plan is likely to pull him after the 6th inning. Coaches, analysts, and fans understand this, yet the Dodgers can't take any chances. They need to strike early, generate runs before Ohtani leaves, and create a buffer that allows them to control the game once he's replaced. It's not just about offense. It's about timing, anticipation, and knowing exactly when to push and when to consolidate. Brandon Pfaadt presents another piece of the puzzle. His numbers suggest volatility. A 5.02 ERA for the season might intimidate casual observers, but a closer look at recent outings paints a different picture. Over his last 3 appearances, he's posted a 2.75 ERA, demonstrating improvement and consistency that could disrupt the Dodgers' rhythm if they aren't ready. 29 hits in 16 innings, 19 strikeouts, 4 walks. Each stat is a clue to how he operates under pressure, and the Dodgers need to decode it quickly. They can't allow 5 innings to pass with minimal impact. Offense must come early, decisively, and strategically. The Dodgers' approach, though, isn't limited to just reacting to pitchers. It's also about setting the tempo, dictating the pace, and forcing opponents into uncomfortable positions. Early scoring does more than provide a cushion. It reshapes the mindset of both the opposing pitcher and defense. When a lineup like the Dodgers comes alive in the first 3 or 4 innings, it sends a message that runs will not come cheaply and that mistakes are amplified. That psychological warfare, combined with their tangible skill, is a cornerstone of why they are perennial contenders. Meanwhile, postseason positioning remains in flux, especially for teams jockeying for the final spots. The Mets and Cincinnati are neck and neck, fighting for that elusive 6th playoff position. Their records are almost mirror images, and tiebreakers loom as a critical factor. For the Dodgers, this means potential matchups are not fully predictable, adding another layer of complexity. Will they face Cincinnati in the first round, a team that presents its own challenges but may favor the Dodgers' style of play? Or will the Mets emerge as the opponent, offering a different dynamic that requires adjustment and preparation? Every scenario demands consideration, and every contingency must be mentally rehearsed. This is where the Dodgers' culture of preparation becomes vital. They study tendencies, refine approaches, and adjust minute details to create advantage. If Mookie Betts can benefit from J.D. Martinez's mentorship, why not extend similar attention to other players and situations? Every incremental gain contributes to the overall picture, particularly in a sport where momentum shifts quickly and confidence can be fragile. The mental game is as crucial as physical ability, and the Dodgers know it. Players like Martinez, even off the roster, exemplify the value of external influence in optimizing performance. And yet, despite all the planning and preparation, baseball remains unpredictable. A routine game can erupt into chaos with a single swing, a misjudged pitch, or an unexpected defensive play. That uncertainty is part of what makes the sport compelling, and it's also part of why strategic innovation, like bringing in a mentor or a hitting consultant, is so impactful. The Dodgers aren't just relying on raw talent. They're orchestrating their season like a symphony, making precise adjustments that resonate in ways fans might never see, but feel profoundly when results appear on the scoreboard. Dodgers fans are no strangers to high-stakes moments. This team has consistently demonstrated an ability to perform under pressure, to find composure when the margins are razor-thin. But the final stretch, with 6 games left on the road against teams like Arizona and Seattle, tests both skill and resilience. Arizona still has stakes to play for, while Seattle has surged as one of the top teams in the American League unexpectedly, forcing the Dodgers to confront a diverse range of challenges in succession. Travel, fatigue, and situational pressure all compound, making focus and preparation essential. The Dodgers' offense, particularly, must rise to the occasion. In recent matchups, there have been glimpses of brilliance, but also stretches of frustration. Small adjustments, timing swings, reading pitchers more sharply, responding to pitch selection, are magnified in importance now. They can't afford slow starts or 5-inning droughts. The margin for error is minimal, and every at-bat becomes a potential turning point. When players like Betts are locked in, inspired by both skill and mentorship, the team's performance elevates, illustrating the power of focused support and preparation. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the news, so drop a comment below. A shocking scene unfolded live yesterday as Dodgers manager Dave Roberts appeared to lose his composure on air, sparking a whirlwind of speculation across the baseball world. During what was supposed to be a routine press segment, Roberts veered off script, raising eyebrows as he openly hinted at the possibility of wanting a player's departure from the team. Fans and insiders alike were left scrambling to interpret his words, and immediately social media erupted with theories. Roberts, typically calm and measured in his public appearances, seemed almost unrecognizable as he gestured emphatically and muttered phrases that suggested frustration with the locker room dynamic. Sometimes, things just don't work out, and you have to make decisions that aren't easy, he said, leaving the identity of the player deliberately vague. Observers noted a tense energy, as if Roberts was speaking not just about performance on the field, but about broader team chemistry issues that have quietly simmered this season. Sources close to the Dodgers hint that Roberts' outburst could be the tipping point in a season already full of uncertainty. Rumors are now swirling that trade talks might accelerate, with rival teams reportedly ready to make offers for the unnamed player. Industry insiders speculate that the player in question may be one whose statistics have dipped, or someone whose presence in the clubhouse has been a point of contention. While Roberts has never publicly criticized individual players to this extent before, the live incident has fueled a frenzy of conjecture, leaving fans desperate for clarity. The Dodgers front office has remained tight-lipped, refusing to confirm or deny any internal tensions, but the implications are hard to ignore. Analysts are already predicting that the fallout could trigger a mid-season shakeup, reshaping the roster in unexpected ways. As the rumor mill accelerates, one thing is clear. Roberts' unfiltered moment has sent shockwaves through Los Angeles, and the baseball world is watching closely to see if this is the start of a major shakeup, or just a heated slip of the tongue. For now, speculation reigns supreme, and every Dodgers fan is left wondering who might be packing their bags next. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.